Well, now my family's roasting me a little bit, saying you were just at the store. Why didn't you get cilantro? If I only had a brain, who has the better cheese? Hey, Lo, it's time to get cooking. I just got back from the Walmart. Found me some meat on sale. Let me show you. Let me show you. Can I get it? Can I get it? Oh my gosh, it's stuck. It's stuck. I should have pulled this out before I started the video. Carne picada extra thin. This is what I like to use when I make tacos. Beef tacos, that is. Can you see? Can you see that's the label? What is it talking about? U.S. Rancher raised Angus premium beef. Choice beef, not prime, but choice. All right, so this is about 1.5 pounds, $9, $6.73 a pound. It's decent. I guess it's a decent price. That should make a lot of tacos. And then, more excitement incoming. I didn't really plan to make this meal, and I found these first. There was some enchilada cheese, quesadilla. I saw this one with the little cow on it, and I was like, ooh, this one looks good. But then I saw this one next to it, and it had the lady on it. The packaging like called me, but then it's a little more orangey, if you could tell, than this one. This one's more white. So I initially was gonna get this one, but then I saw this one, and then I saw the little cow, and then I felt too bad to not get the cow. So to justify the purchase, I got both. I said, I'll just make a video on it. So now I can do like, there's my little it'd be my thumbnail, that's what you want to call it. Double queso thumbnail. All right, maybe that's how it'll look. Anyways, I got me some tortillas. So I bought the cheese originally. I was going to make like a cheese quesadillas or something. I like to make those. Sometimes if I'm hungry at night, I just whip those up. Those are pretty easy. You just throw them in the pan. And I was going to do like a taste test to compare which cheese I liked better. But then I saw this meat, and that's the meat that I like to get for tacos. And now we're making tacos. But these little, not too fancy, little mission tortillas. And then I'll make some rice. So we're just hanging out. It's been a Walmart kind of day. It's currently 7:14. I gotta like, what do you call it? Sear these taco shells, heat them up. I don't know. I like to brown them, blacken them, whatever you call it. I like to throw the potatoes. I like to throw the tortillas in the pan. Get a little sear on them, sear both sides. So I'll probably sear up maybe like, I don't know, 10 of them, 8, 10 of them. And then we'll get to the rice and we'll get to the meat, star of the show. And for that, I'm not doing nothing crazy. I got a little bit of beef seasoning and I got some Kinder's fajita blend. So I'm gonna just throw that in the pan, shaky, mix those up, double season, give it two types of flavors maybe. And then for the rice, I'll chop up some onions. So I'll put those in the tacos. And since these were impromptu, I wish I would have had some cilantro, but I didn't know I was going to make tacos until I got home, really. I was just there, just at the Walmart. Could have got me some cilantro. All right, well, let's get to it. You've made it this far. What are you doing? Like, comment, and subscribe. All right, so I think I've already done a video on this, on how I make my rice and my tortillas. So I'm not going to go too crazy. I'll try to remember to put a link in that. Olive oil in that pan. Olive oil in this pan. I do like a cup of rice, bloop, into there. And what you want to do is you want to like toast it a little bit. Just get it nice and toasty. Do my scoop. Pour about a cup of rice in here. And you already know, wooden spoon gang. Even though if I don't know this is a spoon, I don't even know what you would call this thing. It's like a funny shape. You might know what this is called. Is this still a spoon? Yeah. There's my rice. So I just throw that in there, and you stir it around, just get a little color on it. Basically, just getting a color. I toast it for like maybe 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna chop up some onion and garlic and throw it in there. And then I'll pour in some tomato sauce. Tomato, like 4 ounces maybe. And then 2 cups of water, and we'll get it going. Tortilla going in. All right, well, I don't have any tomato sauce, so I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Throw my onions in my rice. Bloop, 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 bloop. Tortilla's probably burnt. Ouch, 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 hot. All right, go on the next one. Turn it down a little bit. Put these onions and the rice. Push them. So I'm gonna do me a pivot. A little pivot. I wanna try, we got a bunch of little fresh tomatoes. Been growing them in the garden. And we can see them. Little cherry tomatoes. So I'm just gonna slice up a few of those. I probably could put them in a blender maybe. But I'm just gonna slice up a couple of those and throw it in there. See that it works the same as the sauce? All right, slicing up these little tomatoes. Slice up, you don't want 3 cloves of garlic this time. And this is getting a little fast paced. I'm getting a little stressed out. It's gonna work out though. I'll get it, I'll get it. All right, garlic in the rice. Another tortilla. Ooh, can I burn myself? That one's not too bad. I like it, like little flavor, extra flavor on it. All right, no idea if this is actually gonna substitute for tomato sauce, but usually I put like about 4 ounces of tomato sauce in there. But I got tomatoes. I'm gonna give them like a little rough chop, I guess. And we'll just throw them in there. Probably better to blend these, blend them with some water. That might turn them into tomato sauce. I don't even know if we have a blender, honestly. So this is what we're going with. Do a rough chop, throw them in. Uh-oh, my tortilla might be burning. I gotta get back over there. Got it. All right, slicey, slicey, and let's get this in the rice. I'm just gonna throw them in there like that. Hopefully it works out good. Maybe I'll like mush them up a little bit because they're like, if you like put it into a sauce, I don't know if they're gonna break down or not. But we'll see if I got a new invention or if it's horrible. Alright, I might hit it with just like a little seasoning. I'll put maybe a little garlic in there, salt and pepper. Just a little seasoning, spice of life, you know. Mix it up a little more. How about a little cumin? I think a little cumin might work. Coriander. Let's try a little coriander. I'm gonna go crazy. And there's gotta be some cumin in here. Yeah. Spice up this rice a bit. That sounds good to me. Ooh, gotta flip this tortilla. Oh, got it. Whoa, that one's puffing up. All right, we're still rocking and rolling over here. The tortilla's about done, so I guess it's about time to crank up that meat. And gotta get that rice. I gotta put 2 cups in that. Put 2 cups of water into that rice pan. Let's get it cranking. All right, so I got those tortillas done. A couple of them got away from me. Got a little burnt ones. So I'll be eating those. I like them a little toasty. Here's how my rice is looking. I don't know. Looks a little scary because it's got whole tomatoes. Well, not whole tomatoes, but I sliced up the tomatoes in there instead of having a tomato like sauce, a puree, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know if I'm gonna get that full tomato hit or if it's gonna like turn orangey, because usually when you make it, it turns orange with the sauce, kind of. So that's gonna boil down. It's about 7:35 right now. So this rice probably got at least another 10 minutes left. And then we got the pan I was cooking them tortillas in. It's time to throw some meat in there. And I don't even know if there's enough tomatoes in there because I could have blended them, but who the heck knows where a blender is these days. But like, it's more thick and puree, so I might not even have put enough tomatoes. There's probably like a lot of tomatoes in a tomato sauce jar when they cook them down. But anyways, let's get to the start of the show. Carne piccata extra thin. I gotta look up exactly what cut of meat this is, but it's kind of like I think it's like a ground up steak, sort of. Carne piccata, because picanha that's good. That's like sirloin. So I just use this for the beef. We're about done. So, we're on with it's time to eat. So basically, just gonna keep it simple. Just cook the meat down with these 2 seasonings. Probably throw it in the pan first and just season it up, stir it up. Might add a little water, because sometimes when you make those ground beef packets, like those Taco Tuesdays, they put a little water in it. So I might do that, just to let the flavor salivate a little bit, spread out with some water. And then we're just gonna top them with a little bit of onion. I'm not gonna put any onion in there when I cook. I'll put them on the top, and then I'll ask everybody else. I got some lettuce cut up already, so I might do lettuce tomato in the taco. Just keep it as simple. Well, they say keep it simple, stupid. And speaking of stupid, man, that claw machine got me at Walmart today. There was a Gizmo and a tie-dye Patrick in there, Patrick Star. It got me good. I lifted up that Gizmo like 3 or 4 times, but dang, I thought I was gonna get it. I ran out of dollar bills, so I'm Gizmo-less and Patrick-less today. You guys like claw machines? Let me know. You ever won a big prize? I know Walmart used to be real good because you could like kind of extend it down and drag it around. It's not just like that one click and drop. So I used to put a hurting on them when I was younger. It's been a while since I played it at Walmart. But that was a pretty good claw and just had no strength in that grip. All right, let's get back to it. All right, here we go. Let's see if we get a nice sizzle. Slicing open this meat pack right now. Carne piccata extra thin. Man, they put some good packaging on this one. See if I can just get a nice flop in there. You know? Woo! That was a good sizzle. That was a good sizzle. Alright. Get this fajita seasoning going up in there. This thing's kind of clumped out. Put some, might just do a shake, rattle, and roll on this one. Woo! And then I did the Kinder's fajita, and I'm going with that bold and beefy. Add a little more. See if I can get a good flip. Turn it down a little bit. I'll hit it with another layer of seasoning so I can get some seasoning on both sides. We like it seasoned. We like it seasoned. Put that seasoning there. Hit it with some more olive oil. I'm sure there'll be some good grease in there. Probably some fat in this meat. All right. Swirl it around a little bit. Get them seasonings all good. Goody goody gumdrops. So, just for good measure, you know, good measure. Well, maybe I'll add a little water. I don't usually do this, but I don't know why the idea came to me to try that. Maybe it'll kind of like sauce it up a bit. Do a little bit of water, not a lot. Maybe like 3/4 of a cup. All right, and at this point, you're basically done. That beef don't take long to cook. It just depends on how you like it. If you like it more a little pink in the center, medium rare, or well done. I think it's a couple minutes, a little sizzle action. I'd say it's 6 minutes or so done. So it's looking like 7:43 right now. When did we start? 7:15? I always forget by this time. Whew, it's getting a little hot in this kitchen. All right, now I'm just waiting for that little bit of that water to simmer out of the rice. Hopefully it tastes okay without the tomato sauce. It's not looking as orangey as I like it. Like, maybe I'll get a little taste out the pan, a little live action shot for you. Hold on. See how hot this is. Woo. It's steamy. Yeah, probably needs a little salt, a little season. That tomato didn't really break down as much as I wanted it to. Maybe I should have broke out that blender and found it. All right, rice update. I threw a little bit of fajita seasoning in there just for some extra flavor because it felt like it needed a little salt. And I took a bite. It tastes good. And then I took another bite with a tomato on with the rice. That tastes good. So maybe I should have chopped up the tomato more fine. or of course blended it down like a probably like a real regular person would have done, or someone with half a brain. What did they say in Wizard of Oz? If I only had a brain. All right, let's build some tacos and try out these cheeses. I've almost forgot. I've got a cheese competition to get to. La Morenita, or La Chona. Let's see who has the better cheese. Who has the better cheese? First. Let's do that. 2 in the morning. I'm hungry. Go to the fridge, grab a bag of cheese, and you scarf down a little handful. That's how we're gonna taste it. La Morenita first. I think I'm saying that right. La Morenita. La Morenita. There. That one was decent. Now La Chona. La Chona going in. I'm leaning towards La Chona, my original first choice because it's a little cute cow. This one's a little more creamy. A little creamy, like a cheese taste. This one feels like it's got like more seasoning in it maybe. Look at the ingredients. I don't really see anything like spices, but this one's not as creamy tasting. That one just like tastes like straight cream. This one is good too though. It has like a slightly more flavorful, like a maybe more flavor profile. I'm not a food critic. Maybe I gotta call that man from Ratatouille that he got the what? When they made the ratatouille for the Ratatouille man from Ratatouille. All right, let's build us a taco. Well, now my family's roasting me a little bit, saying you were just at the store. Why didn't you get cilantro? Why didn't you get tomato sauce? I'm like, I didn't even know I was making this meal. I had no idea. I had no idea. All right, there's the rice. Can you see? Can you see? A little bit of onion. Got the meat in there with a taco. A little bit of onion. And I'll give her the taste test too. I'll do La Morenita on one side. I'll do La Chona on the other. See what she thinks. See if the rules are the same. The results are the same. Sometimes I just don't know why I talk or what's wrong with me. All right, that's how we looking. All right, trying some more rice. Here's a little rice bite. It's still decent. Wish I would have had the tomato sauce, or I should have blended these tomatoes in some water. I think it would have been better. It's still good. I mean, it's still got flavor. I like it. Still gonna be part of the Clean Plate Club, but would have been that little extra goodness with the puree throughout the rice. And for our cheese competition, looks like it's a unanimous decision. I checked with the family. Look at this taco. That's a pretty hearty taco. We did one side La Morenita, and the other side was La Chona. La Chona. La Chona is the winner. But both brands were great. This one had a little more flavor. I think it's good in tacos or whatever you're gonna make. Quesadillas, I bet it'll be real good. Still gonna polish this bag off, and I would definitely eat it again. Got no quarrels with it. But La Chona, this one is just a little bit more creamy. Like if you ever go get the queso dip, the white queso at some restaurants, that's what it tastes more like. So maybe I'm just more adjusted to that taste, a bit more creamy. But honestly, both brands are great. I'd eat them both any day of the week. But for this competition, we're going with La Chona as our winner. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for us. Hope you're having a good day, eating something good. Let me know if you make these tacos or how you make them. If I should do anything different, or you got any suggestions or any recipes, anything you want me to try, showcase, or check out. May I do another cheese competition? Your boy loves cheese. Hope you have a great day. Bye.